You guys, when I say I am the queen of DIY, believe me, with no questions asked, because this video is living proof. Let's rewind. It was a beautiful Saturday morning. I had an outing to go for, but I had only 2 hours to get ready. My hair, my makeup, my nails, everything. Let's see how I pulled it off. After minutes of doom scrolling videos on TikTok, trying to nail the perfect install, I somehow gathered so much courage that I was going to be able to do it myself, and I went right into it. Before this day, I had actually only ever worn this wig once, and I had it professionally installed and styled and everything, so it wasn't really hard for me to pick up from where she left. However, I did send it to the best hairstylist to customize it so it will be even easier for me to install it myself. So you can say I cheated a bit. Even with my eyes glancing to the clock and back to my phone, and back to the clock and back to my phone, because I had only 2 hours and I had already spent about 30 minutes. I tried to keep my composure so that I could nail this install. I was going as slowly and as steadily as I possibly could because I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but in the same vein, I didn't want to make it not look as good as it ought to look. I have to give props to people that do this on a daily basis because my patience was tested. Anyways, I had gone back in with the spray multiple times. It seemed like as though the lace wasn't staying. Once I had made sure every part of the lace was sitting properly, I went in with this very uncomfortable band. I left it on for just a few minutes and then I took it off to take care of all the corrections I needed to make. I ought to have put a timestamp in this video because I have no idea where the time was running to. But yeah, I did my checks and it was looking good. At this point, I kept thinking, I just know a good install hates to see me coming. I was so impressed. But yeah, we're not done yet. So I had to continue doing all the extra stuff and almost hurt my eyes. But moving past that, I used my brush and I was putting the spray on all the edges of the lace just to make the install more melted and look more natural. Of course, it can never actually look natural, but we can tell ourselves that it looks natural. This process actually took a large chunk of my time. I have no idea why. I guess I was just going back and forth just so everything can look as smooth and as airbrushed as possible. I did blow dry this part before I used the band just so that the band wouldn't glue to the adhesive and pull and leave all that white residue that I hate seeing. And we're done with my hair. So 1 down, 2 to go. Immediately I went straight into my makeup. My makeup actually took the shortest time. I was able to complete the makeup in record time, and looking at the makeup you will not even know that I did it so quickly, which is the type of makeup I like doing, if I'll be real. I can tell every part of me was brimming with urgency because tell me why I didn't look for my mixing palette and I ended up using my edge control container to mix my foundation. That's probably one of the most unhinged things I did that day. You know when you start your makeup and you already feel like this is going to be a bad makeup day? Well, that was how I was feeling because my contour wasn't coming out well. My foundation, I think I just sped through it and I didn't give it enough coverage as I ought to have given it. Everything was just looking like it was working together against me, but somehow it ended up turning out to be wonderful. Like, I was so impressed. I even feel like the makeup I did on that day was better than a makeup that I did a few days before when I was 100% feeling like it was a good makeup day. I promise I was practically running through the process. And I think this undermines that thing that people always say, that makeup has to be done in a particular way, there's a technique for everything, blah 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 blah. No, that is utter nonsense. It doesn't have to be done in a particular way. It just has to be done with the right degree of expertise, and however you do it, it can turn out right. That's why some people do their makeup in different styles. Some people do brows first, some people do foundation after they put concealer. Like, it doesn't matter. Your sequence of the process doesn't matter. All that matters is the expertise that you use to do it. And honestly, even if you are starting from Z and going to A, as long as it looks good, I believe that is perfectly fine. Reminds me, since I had actually made this change, I've not sought your guys' opinion on what you think about the new background, the new setting with the flower and, well, not flower, the fake plant, and in front of the curtains and my lighting setup. What do you guys think? Are you feeling this? Are we feeling this? Or should we revert back to my old lighting setup and my old setup of just being against a blank white wall? What do you think? Let me know. It is so important when you are doing stuff yourself, particularly your makeup, because with the way I am now, with how well I have learned my face, because I practice on my face most of the time, I don't think anybody can do makeup on me as well and as intricately and as perfectly as I would do it on myself. It's coming together. We're finally on brows, the hardest part of makeup in my opinion. I think I perfected brows last in the entire makeup routine, my entire makeup routine. So yeah, but yeah, everything's coming together. There's this new thing I do with my eyeshadow. I don't really do much when it comes to eyeshadow. I just use two or three powders. Actually, correction, I do much when I need to, when I'm going for full glam, or when I really want my eyes to stand out. But when it's just like a regular outing, or I'm going on a date, or I just feel like beating my face and sitting in the house, I just use a brown powder that's about the shade of my eyelid, or maybe one shade darker. I can either use an eyeshadow, or I would use an actual powder from my powder palette. Then I would use a lighter shade on my inner corner. Yeah, and then I blend that out and smudge it out. Then when I want to, I can use like a darker powder at the tail of my eyelids, but I didn't do that in this video because I decided to just go in with my eyeliner. A sure tell sign that a makeup look is almost complete is when powders are being used. And finally, time for my lips, my favorite part of a full makeup routine. One thing about me, even if I'm not doing too much with my skin work, even if I'm not putting on blush, even if I'm not doing too much with my eyes or my eyeshadow or whatnot, I would always go the extra mile for my lips. My plan for this day was to eat a whole lot, so I'm sure you can tell from the way I am aggressively lining my lips multiple times, just so that it would take a lot for this to transfer or leave my lips. With the very cute, very simple brown lip combo, nude lip combo actually, because I needed my lips to stand out from the makeup. Everything else is pretty subtle, so I needed one element of my makeup to stand out, and that just had to be my lips. And of course, if you really know Laura Henry, you know I have to gloss it up. Matte lip combo wear. I have tried matte lip combos in the past, and though they are more practicable, but they're just not it. They are missing that it factor. They are missing that pizzazz. After almost being on the brink of a headache, finally taking off the band and truly leaving it for the entirety of my makeup process really helped the melt. I just had to correct the parts that makeup didn't touch, or the parts that had smudged my makeup with some more makeup. This took some time, but it was absolutely worth it, and it made the install even more seamless and look more, airbrushed and perfect. I absolutely prefer to set my face before I use mascara or put on my lashes, just so that there wouldn't be any smudges, because there can always be mascara smudge or your lash glue smudging your eyeshadow. And one of the keys to not having any cracks in your laugh lines or under your eyes is when you're setting your face, just keep your face in a still motion until it dries. Don't move your face, don't do any unnecessary facial expressions, just stay still. I had to do a quick transition. There we go. And before we knew it, my makeup was done. I spent about 2 minutes just admiring the beat, admiring the beauty. Then I got dressed. All dressed up now. I will definitely give you guys a close-up of my dress. And yeah, I just proceeded to taking out my hairpins and proper styling my hair, making sure all the flyaways were tamed, making sure the curls were popping, making sure there wasn't anything akin to a scattered or tangled hair. I made sure to do all this before going on to do my nails, because my nails are press-ons, or they were press-ons, and I didn't want the risk of doing it and then doing my hair, then having it fall off and restarting the process. I didn't want to give myself double work, so made sure my hair was well set and ready to go. Then I put on my jewelry. I don't know whether it's maturity or it comes with the new age. I gravitate towards silver jewelry. Of course, the ones that have stones or diamonds or gems, I gravitate towards them now. And this is someone that never owned a trinket that was silver. So please take it from me if you feel like it's only one style of jewelry or one color of jewelry that suits you. I suggest you experiment with others. There's nothing wrong with having variety, and there's everything wrong with boxing yourself to only one style. Even though gold suits you better, you can still try silver sometimes. I got these nails from one of my nail techs. She custom made the nail sizes to fit my natural nail sizes, and this is pretty much the best way to go, because I can easily put them on anytime I need to and be on the go. I can even put it on in the car, I can put it on in transit, I can put it on wherever, and it's super comfortable. Once I'm done with what I need it for, I take it off, or I can also use a stronger glue and have it on for like a week or a week and a half. I was just finishing up the final nail and I am done with my nails. I absolutely love this set. Take a shot every time I say absolutely, but I really do love this set. I'm going to give you guys a close up so you can actually see how pretty it is and how well it suits my fingers. You guys, this is my outfit. I went with this really cute dress. I hadn't seen it anywhere, and then all of a sudden I wore it and I started seeing it everywhere, so I guess I just wasn't taking notice. And you guys, that's how I was able to do my hair, my nails and my makeup by myself in the comfort of my home, without stepping out, without having to pay for a service, and finishing my getting ready process in give or take 2 hours 30 minutes. I decided to just add the rest of my getting ready process with me using my body mist on my pressure point and using my perfume, more like overusing my perfume shot, because there shouldn't be anything demure about how you smell. You should smell and captivating, if that's even a word. Your scent should enter the room before you, in my opinion. Scent too, I did not say odor. After which I decided to go with this really cute bag. My body was literally itching to for me to launch it, so I had to launch it with this dress, and I think it really goes. And this is the final look. How are we feeling? Thank you guys so much for watching. I have quite a few videos in the vault, and I will definitely be dropping some soon. Bye.